Welcome to Dots Working. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can improve your workflow in Revit. So the thing is, most times when we're working in Revit, we tend to make different settings and corrections and all these little adjustments, maybe adjustment with materials and even maybe, for example, wall type. So now I am using the default metric template that just comes with Revit. You can see the types of doors and types of walls that we have here. And even come to the material browser and see different types of materials that we have. So the whole point of this tutorial is that let's say you've made certain settings like different floor types and wall types, and then you realize that you want in another project and realize that you want to put those settings in your new project and you don't know how, you don't want to be creating everything all over again. So I want to show you how you can make that quick. So what you do is that you come here to uh, transfer project standards. In this case, you can see that I already have a shortcut for it, which is TPT, which I'll show you how to create another video. But here, what you simply do is that you first open the project that you want to transfer those settings from to this one. So I think here I have this project that I opened and I made a lot of adjustments with the materials and everything. You can see, let's go to a 3D view. Go to a 3D view and then you can see, yes, you can see how it looks very shiny and contrasty, and I want something like this in my new project, and I'm wondering how I can do that. So in this new project that I've opened, you come to manage tab here, and then since that's already opened, you see it. Let me just share what you do. You come here to transfer project standard, which is shared over here. You click on it, and then when you click the drop down, you can see the various other projects that I have opened in. So what I want to transfer from is here, and then you can even select which specific thing you want to transfer, which could also be railing types and whatever type of settings that you intend to transfer. You can just bring them here and materials and whatever. So just check all, since everything is already checked, press OK, and it will give me a notification. Now, this will just ask you whether or not you want to override the similar named settings and parameters and whatever as the one in the project. So most times I will just use new only, because sometimes you might mistakenly, or maybe in the other projects, rename some things or edit some settings without actually renaming them, and then it will override it here, and then you have to revert everything back. So just best way to just put new only, and you can adjust anything from there. That's why I always like advise whenever I think if you're using Revit for some time, you know that you have to press duplicate, then edit. So just press new only, and that's it, and then it will import the settings. And it should take a while. Just fast forward. So now it has loaded the entire settings on the project standards roughly into it. We're going to come to architecture tab, or then just use the shortcut WA, that's for walls. And then if you scroll down, you can see that there are a lot of wall types now that weren't there. I don't know if you noticed in the previous one, and then even more stuff for one, stuff for two, just the names that I put. And then yes, that's just what it does, and it also works with materials. Like if I come to the money tab here, and can you notice that there are some added material, and you see them, those materials that I use there will also be here. For example, I think there's something, see this BLK black, there's also marble, if I remember correctly. So what it does, it makes your work, you can see it's something I created in the other project, and then it's here. So it just makes your work faster. And then that's something that I believe is very useful in the long run, especially when you're working with multiple projects and everything. You have to be resetting and redoing everything all over again. And then I want to even continue with more um, tutorials to improve your workflow in Revit. So thank you, and see you on the next one.